Hello everybody, and welcome to Kriesgsfront Tactics. This is a game I've had my eye on for a while, and I'm really excited to share it with you just a little bit before the Prologue goes live on Steam for everyone to play themselves. It's a game from Toge Productions, which is an Indonesian studio, and I think that brings a really interesting perspective to the content or the story of the game that we're going to be playing. And you'll see a little bit of that in the actual Prologue itself. I'm going to start it off with a cool little intro video, and then we'll get into the tutorial. We have to play through the tutorial to get into the prologue. We'll get through that as fast as we can. We'll start playing some missions. If you like front mission, if you like tactical, turn-based, crunchy mech games, if you like mech customization and building for role and level up from using abilities, I think this is a really cool looking game. One thing that I want to point out before we start is this game has a settings menu where you can make it look more lo-fi and like it's on an analog TV, which I really like. So I do have these turned on to low. So if you're worried the graphics aren't very sharp, it's because I have turned these on. The game itself definitely has an aesthetic to it. I'll show you what I mean. Let's jump in and let's start the ride through Kriegsfront Tactics Prologue.
The bomb. It was the Allies' last-ditch effort to end the war. But here, it started a new one.
Following the defeat, Yamato Empire ceded its territories in the Pacific, leaving behind a chaotic vacuum of power. Reports indicate a hasty retreat, abandoning the Krieger mechs due to logistical challenges.
Those hardy New-Zenesians salvaged the Empire's Kriegs and made them their own. They turned it into a promise of power. To resist. To fight back.
Kebebasan kita akan dilawan. Perjuangan agung kita tidak sampai di sini saja. Semboyan kita tetap satu. Merdeka atau mati.
Brave men defending their liberty. I respect that. But the order was clear. The land belonged to the UOC, and we had to get it back.
Move that ass, maggots!
Alright, I let Thomas Berenger, Bobcat there, introduce things, but what we essentially have here, which I hope you've gathered from that opening video, is the Vietnam War, but with mechs. So we're dealing with the New-Venetians, who have bootstrapped their own military using the abandoned battle mechs of their occupiers in the past. So they have a lot of mechs available to them, but they are in poor condition and they are out of date. And we are the UOC, which is definitely not America or an America analog. We have advanced mechs, but there aren't very many of us. And it's a really interesting dynamic. And we're definitely going to be exploring some themes that may be a little bit tricky. And I may even have to potentially censor a few things, but we'll see how far we get with this video. We have to run through the tutorial, which is going to introduce us to some characters. So let's just get through this as fast as possible. We're starting with Alpha and Foxtrot here. Some guy, some asshole called Thomas Berenger is just already insulting us over the radio. Get ready for some interesting voice acting as well. The voice acting is very good, but there's a few things that these Americans say that I've never heard an American say in my life.
Are you competing to be the slowest fucking bloke in history? Is that it?
I've never heard an American say bloke before, but whatever.
Tom, enough. I'll take it from here.
Now, Elias Sterling, Echelon, that's a voice that says to me, this person knows what they're doing. That's a calm, in-command voice. I like Echelon.
Listen, you guys are in a hot spot. Neuropon Force is said to be in the area. Keep on the lookout. Foxtrot, you're quiet. You okay in there?
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Foxtrot has, who's the guy from Armored Core 6? The test pilot. He has test pilot vibes for me.
Try to cover more areas, but stay hidden.
So there's actually a really powerful cover mechanic in this game. It's a really big part of staying, of surprising enemies. They're in the trees really is a big part of this game. So you can see at the moment we don't have a heads-up display, but every movement we make we use up a certain amount of AP. Moving in the green zone means we can still make an attack with our equipped weapon after moving. Moving in the yellow zone means we can't. If you move into trees, you become stealthy and your enemy cannot see you. You disappear from their view, and if you fire out of the trees, you'll actually disappear again after the combat, which means you can have, well, you'll see later on in this mission. We're just going to do what they tell us to do for right now. So we're going to move up here. And the pixel effect of the graining is from those effects.
Will lock your position and directions.
So Echelon is just advising us that when you finish your turn, you can put your unit on standby, and you pick a facing, and you'll restore 50% of your AP, which can then be used for counterattacks if anyone within your facing attacks you.
Alpha, you paying attention?
Yes, Sergeant.
Now, Alpha has blank slate energy to me. I think they're our viewpoint character.
Cover more area for each other. Go cover Foxtrot's flank.
Get ready.
Why, Abram, Al, are you gonna coddle him all day long? I'm moving ahead.
What? Tom, there's a fucking protocol for...
Avalon Squad, you're with me. Move. Now.
Yes, Sarge.
Here comes the best line.
Gone. Bollocks.
Bollocks. I've never, ever heard an American say bollocks. I'm going to steal that and add it to my my voice lines for streaming, because that bollocks is so good. So we're going to move where he told us. So you can move pretty far with your mech. This guy's got 7 AP. You can see we've got a bunch of different abilities down here. With 4 AP, we can make an aimed shot. For 2 AP, we can go in Overwatch. For 3 AP, we can reload our weapon, something I'm going to have to watch out for if you watch any of my Xenonauts kind of stuff. For 3 AP, we can fire our weapon, but we don't have a target for it. This is actually an aimed shot, so we can fire into, like, you'll see it later, but we don't actually need a target to use this, so we can shoot into the trees, and then we can also stand by and body slam someone. There's a lot of melee combat in this game. And we revealed an enemy.
Foxtrot, enemy up ahead. Shit! Copy that.
Copy. Sending back up your way.
Okay, so instead of facing towards the enemy, and what you'll notice about the New Venetian mechs is they're in a really bad state. Look at this thing here, it's falling apart. And you see our field of view is very limited here.
Engage, Cadet. He hasn't noticed you.
He's turned his back to us, which is a bad idea. So we're gonna move where the game tells us.
Green grid on your range indicates that you'll still be able to attack after you move there. Now move to position and shoot the enemy.
So we're gonna come up behind this guy. Our little mech here, he's got looks like a rifle and a fist weapon. We've got 3 AP left, which is enough to fire 3 shots into his rear with a 5% chance. I think it's a 5% for a crit. You can see this person here, they've got different armor on different parts of their body. So you've got 1 armor on his body and then 48 health. So you can individually destroy parts of enemies. There's also a sanity mechanic, which we'll get into later, where your troops can either Darkest Dungeon style freak out, or get super like let's go, which we'll also get into. But let's take this shot. A lot of damage into his rear there.
Attaboy.
And he hasn't got enough AP to turn around and shoot at us. So every enemy has an evasion chance. Lighter Krieger mechs seem to have a better evasion. Attacking from the front against some mechs is just, there's no point in doing it. They will dodge every attack. So you have to watch out for that, especially the last mission of the prologue.
Move to the forest and lay down.
I think this is a typo. I think what he's supposed to say here is Alpha, move to the forest and lay down covering fire. Because there's no lay. I thought there was a lie down mechanic, and I was like, oh cool, we can lay our mechs down to stabilize our guns.
Trees will make it harder to see around you, but it's gonna cover your ass.
So we're making use of that stealth mechanic I was talking about earlier. So we're gonna jump into the trees here. Nice jump there, that was really cool.
Booger hook on the bang button, cadets. That's Overwatch. You will immediately shoot any enemy that moves inside the cone.
So a really interesting thing here.
Aye, sir.
Excuse me. We don't have enough AP to shoot, but we do have enough AP to activate Overwatch, which gives us a minus 10% damage and a 20% accuracy buff. But because we regenerate AP at the end of the turn, we'll have enough to fire. So it's quite interesting that the way Overwatch kind of works here. But we will set up an Overwatch cone covering this guy, so if he does anything, we get a shot at him. And he doesn't know we're here because we are stealth. And that's him wrecked. That's 1 kill for the UOC. and we get a little bit of submachine gun experience.
We can start moving there, Aaron. Let's go.
I don't know, Foxtrot. That seems like a very bold move. Just zooming down that way when we knew an enemy mech moved somewhere over here. But I guess you're in charge if you're Krieger, and I can't tell you to do anything else because this is a tutorial, and thou must. Good luck. We're gonna move here, which is also not what I would do. I'd probably move somewhere over here.
Ah, shit! Gotta pay more attention to the ammo. I've just used my shots.
So now we're gonna force reload.
It's safe to reload when you're moving idle.
So we'll just do a reload, which uses quite a lot of AP. Oh no, the mech that we knew was there. Oh, so this thing has an MP40, which is interesting. There's something very similar to an MP40.
Systems intact, sir! Most of the damage were absorbed by the armor.
We're absorbed.
Copy. You entered the enemy phase during standby, so it's payback time now.
And now we get a
Those
counterattack.
AP can be used to counterattack.
So we had enough AP to turn around, and we still get a chance to fire back. Didn't do very much damage, even though he's badly injured. Oh, someone else in the bushes. So that's a big part of this game. They show you it here, but being ambushed from the woods is terrifying. You need to watch out for it every time.
You won't take me down that easily.
Abort, Foxtrot! Your armor has been shredded by that gunner!
So he's lost his right arm, which means he's lost his melee, his main weapon. So we just switch to his melee weapon, and now we make a melee attack on this guy, who has an, if you notice here, EVA chance of 50%. If I was to move to this square and attack him, 25%. If I was to move to this square and attack him, 0%. But it wants me to, actually, what happens if I do this? It won't let me click. You have to come in from the front. And he evades it. Poor Foxtrot. Because now he gets a counter attack. And Felix Wagner is dead. There is permadeath in this game. If your pilot gets killed in combat,
Come in, Foxtrot!
they're gone forever.
Felix! God!
Back up on the way. Bravo, how much?
Few clicks out, Sarge. The trail's too thick to dash.
Ben Buford, bravo. Cool guy. I like him a lot. He's got a cool mech.
Alpha, do you copy? Aaron?
Oh, the EVA is too damn high from the front. Idiot!
Snap out of it, pilot. See if you can get a good angle on them.
Yes, Sarge.
So this is it just drilling into you that if you get behind your enemy,
You won't be able to evade if I attack you from your blind spot.
and what this forces you to do is to be really mobile in combat. You can't just set up a gun line and fire on your enemy. They'll just dodge your attacks.
Steady your aim.
It's a little bit different if you're attacking from stealth. I think they get a penalty. Oh, we're using aim shot here. So we can actually manually aim when we're using an aim shot. We can aim for a specific component. Or if I thought there was an enemy here in the forest, I could just fire here. And if the shots were to pass through them, they would hit them. But right now, what's this up top? Using this program for harmful illegal activities is strictly prohibited and punishable by death. New user detected. Please input your user ID and key code. Connected to main server. And then down to the bottom left, connection open. There's some var generator stuff. Top right it says, okay. I quite like that. That reminds me of Project Wingman in the top left there. Okay, anyway, let's finish off this Liberator. Okay, but there's still one enemy because someone fired at us from the woods here. That's a lot of firepower. He also destroyed the trees that we were standing in there.
Got company!
Do you have visual?
He's hiding behind the trees, that bastard. How can he even see me?
He took an educated guess and shot at your general direction. And they're used to fighting in this jungle.
Pretty
Got a
self-explanatory.
trooper with you, ain't you, boy?
What? The artillery, sir?
Aye. If the enemy's hiding behind the trees, just smoke all the damn trees.
I mean, that seems like pretty good advice to me. So we're gonna switch to our blooper. 5 AP to launch an area attack. 8 shots, 30 damage per hit. We think he's somewhere around here, so it's gonna drop from here. Let's bombard. Now, whilst we have infinite reloads for our projectile weapons, that's a really cool introduction. And he has a minigun, which is why he's wrecking our
Enemy
face.
visual confirmed. Engaging.
Ah, and Daisy Von Vash is here.
Huh?
Target eliminated.
And that's the tutorial. So now we get into the real game. So we get some combat stats, we get some details on our people. So damage is persistent between missions as well. So you can't just, like, you really, it's quite interesting. It's almost roguelike-y in that as you move through the campaign, you really have to play smart to stop taking damage so that you level your guys up and they're not taking too much damage so that you don't have to worry about losing them to a mistake at some point. So you get a little bit of story now.
Daisy?
And look, some of the voice acting is a little bit, the writing, it's an Indonesian company. I'm wondering who's doing the translating. It's fine. It's just a little bit screwy sometimes. But I really like it. I like this game.
Present, Miss Miraki.
Where's the other guys?
Chuck and Ben are gonna crash in 3, 2.
Way to steal the thunder, you bitch!
There you go. Don't say that. You love me.
I do, but you're still a bitch.
I mean, what was that, Chuck?
Good job, Delta. Status report.
Perimeters clear, bossmen. 1 man down total.
Felix.
Face up, rookie. Get your head in the game or you're gonna lose it.
Swear to Abram, if you're gonna blame me for Felix's death,
That's the second time someone's referred to Abram as like a godlike figure or a divine figure. So that's probably some backstory we haven't got access to yet.
Camaraderie, lesson 1. We all gotta own up.
We weren't fast enough. His blood is on all of our hands.
If you swinging dicks start hugging, I swear I'm gonna fucking hurl.
We don't like Bobcat. He's not a nice guy. She's like gonna say, I don't have a...
Asses, Tom. Foxtrot is...
I don't fucking care which idiot pegged out. Get your asses here now, or you're gonna regret it.
So he's now overextended and we need to go reinforce him.
Affirmative. Daycare, let's move out.
I quite like that our squad's called Daycare, or even if it's not, that he's calling us Daycare. So now we are on the world map. There's a few things we can check out before we jump in here. I can actually click on our units, and we can actually get some details on our team. So for example, Aaron here has the perceptive trait, means he's got great attention to detail. I don't know what that means in terms of the game, but he has that. And then there's a bio for everybody. I'm not going to read them out. I'll leave them on screen so you can pause the video if you want to read them. You can check his loadout, what his current mech is equipped with, what weapons he has, and any abilities that he has equipped to him right now. But what I'll do is I'll quickly show you all of our other mechs. So we've got Ben Buford here. He's ambidextrous, which is interesting, and he's running a Pioneer, which has a lot of armor, mostly from these 2 wing bucklers it's got equipped to it on its shoulders. It has a massive shotgun and a knuckle duster. Then there is Charlie. I don't like Charlie's mech. He's a pyromaniac. He has a quadrupede with 2 rocket launchers. One of these looks like a missile pod from a Russian helicopter, and also a big hammer. So he's using the Thunderclap, the Soyuz, and the Clover Ball. And then we have Daisy. Daisy is our sniper. She is obnoxious and ruthless, which I find quite funny. And she only has a really big sniper rifle, which actually does a ton of damage. And then we also have Echelon. Echelon has the Namor, which is a very powerful rifle. It's probably one of the best guns our squad has. He has a wing buckler, he has a missile launcher. Just a good set of stuff. There's his stats. He's a veteran and he's compassionate, which is interesting as well. So that's the squad we've got right now. We need to get all of them to the end of the game without taking any damage. We'll see if we can do that. Our first mission is here. We're in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. I don't think there's anything worth exploring in this forest. I haven't wandered around it before. So let's just move to the first mission location. These are sometimes, excuse me, still got a slight cough, unfortunately. I'll try and cut that out. So we get a preview of the battlefield. This is actually the battlefield we're going to play on, and we get a little, sometimes it's like a choose your own adventure on where we're going to do next. In the fading light, the crumbling ruins loomed like the throne of a forgotten god. The soft hum of our Krieger's reactor echoed through the oppressive silence as we joined the sergeant at the rendezvous point. And then our only option here is we push the temple to shoot together.
Got intel there's an old temple in these parts. Locals call it Chandi. You heard what the guys in the barracks say about these temples?
I swear. If you're going to say aliens built this place...
Nah, not aliens. Spirits.
History lesson's gonna have to wait. Enemies behind the crumbled walls. Engage!
If you haven't gone and read them, by the way, Ben's background is very interesting. Okay, so we've got a pretty open area here. There is a path, if you notice, going up this way. This is a perfect location for a sniper up here. So we're gonna move. Is she Echo? Delta. We're gonna move Delta over to here later in the turn. I'm gonna move her straight away. What I want to do is push forward with the team to see what we can reveal without revealing too much. So I'm gonna bring our assault rifle up just straight down the road where he still has a shot available to him. Let's see what he reveals. You can see the trees are really thick here. We can't actually see through them. If I put him here, he's in cover and should hopefully reveal a little bit more. So I'm going to move him into these trees here. Can't really see much further than that. I'm going to move him forward one more step. Still hasn't revealed anything. Let's move him to the edge of the trees. Obviously, I'm using up all of his AP to do this. And we reveal a little bit of the battlefield, but there's no sign of any enemies. So I'm going to put him on standby facing that way. If anyone shoots at him from the front, he will defend himself, but he is in cover here. And we know that these two positions here are also in cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Aaron, who's our submachine gunner, and I'm going to put him in cover right next to him. Although the game is telling me that's not... wait, no, actually... Is there no cover for us? Can we not enter cover? Let's just move forward to here. Ah, there we go. When I click, it shows. So yeah, I can put him adjacent to Echelon and he'll be in cover. Making good use of cover is essential because we are outgunned and outnumbered. Even though the enemy mechs are weak, they are still more of them than us. I'm going to put Bud up here. We'll just bring it firing up. Now, Daisy, I want to bring up this hill, so I'm just going to get her to zoom over here. And we'll just get her to face this way. And then the only person left to activate is Charlie. Charlie's a bit of an awkward one because of his loadout. He's a close combat guy with long-range missile launchers. If we find the way to alter our mechs in the prologue, I'm not sure if there is a way to alter our mechs in the prologue, we're going to be refitting him. So I've just set up a line. We're all in cover here. I'm going to just get everyone to go on standby, and we're going to end the turn. The way the enemy work in this game is quite similar to new XCOM, where they are in pods, and when you reveal one of them, you activate the pod of enemies. So I want to make sure that I'm in a good position before I activate a pod. Let's bring Bravo forward because he has the shotgun. Let me just tab through till I've got him. He's actually got his knuckle duster equipped right now. Let's switch to the shotgun. And I'm just going to bring him probably over this hill. He's probably going to reveal something by doing that. No sign of any enemies. I can put him in cover here, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to leave him. I'm not going to finish this turn yet. I'm going to see what we reveal. Let's get Alpha. We're kind of running out of cover here, so we're going to have to start exposing our units, which means we're going to end up in combat. I'm going to just step forward one space and see if we reveal anything here. Okay, we've recovered a lot of the map. Still no sign of any enemies. I'm going to make use of this. I think I want to bring Echelon into hard cover behind this building. And then I think what I'd like to do is maybe get Aaron here, Alpha here. Although I don't have the TU for this turn. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put him here, and I'm going to put these two on Overwatch. Oh, we've actually activated the enemy. He's going to drill at a little Uzi, and the other guy has a shield and a hammer. So they get a free activation movement. He's gone on Overwatch. He's deployed his shield to defend. But I think we can take this guy out. I think Echelon has a good shot on him. Let's get Echelon up and running. So he's got the Namor, which is a really powerful gun. He has an ability to stabilize for 2 AP to get a reduced 25 bullet spread, which is awesome. But basically to use this with his 7 AP, that requires 6 AP, 2 to stabilize, 4 to shoot. We're going to take a shot on this guy. His EVA is 0% because he just moved. So we're going to see if we can do a decent amount of damage to him. Okay, we didn't get a kill, but we did quite a lot of damage to him. Now I know from experience that we want to avoid using our missile launchers because we need them for the last mission. So I'm going to try and stick with not using them. Now I've got 3 AP to shoot and then 2 AP to get back into cover here. So I'm going to take a shot at this guy. Do I actually have a shot on him? He's got a 50% chance to avoid us. Let's rethink the turn a little bit. One thing I'm actually going to do, I want to right click, not press escape. I want to activate Bravo, and I'm going to get him to Overwatch in this direction. So if this guy moves, we got a shotgun shot on him. Alpha has a 50% chance to miss him, and he has his shield presented to us, so any shots will hit his shield. So Alpha's not really doing very much from here. I might soften them up with a rocket launch from Charlie. I know I just said we need to hold on to it, but the facing they've got on us is pretty tough. And what I could do is I could drop a clover bomb between them. I need to move forward. Oops, keep doing that. I need to move forward one space. I should still have enough AP. We drop this here, it's going to hit both of them, and that will either knock out his shield or hopefully destroy his arms. Okay, took out both arms on one of them, and the other arm on the other. Also destroyed the building he was behind, so I think it's reduced the cover that he has. That's a pretty good... He can actually fire. No, he can't fire again. So let's just end his turn facing this way. Now we can take a shot with Aaron. He is in a really bad situation. Still 50% EVA though. He's lost his shield though, so I think he's a pretty safe target. Okay, still got his hammer. We did some damage to him. I was gonna move you back here, but I'm gonna put you back here in the woods where no one can see you. So you're out of line of sight, and we'll just turn you around and face this way. That still leaves Delta. Delta can move to here and still take a shot. And she has an aim shot ability for 5 AP. I don't want her to face the wall though. Oh, could she not see any of these guys? No, she can't see them from here. Okay. She has it's actually her snapshot. Her aim shot's even better. I'm just gonna move her to here where she's got cover, so that next turn she can take part. And this is a great sniper perch for her. We're just gonna get her to face this way for her standby. Okay, 2 enemies to deal with. They're in a pretty bad state. That didn't trigger Overwatch. 12 damage from the hammer isn't too bad. Echelon should get a counterattack. Yes, we're gonna fire the weapon at him. This should absolutely obliterate him. Still alive, amazing. There's a sniper back here. He missed, thankfully. Okay, we're back into action. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring our shotgunner through the trees here. From here, let's see what his chance to hit is. Because I think he could take him out. 25% chance to dodge. We're still in cover from here. I'm going to take the shot. Didn't get the kill, unfortunately. And we don't have enough for a second shot, so that's the end of his turn. I was hoping that would be enough. I would like to reveal the sniper so that our sniper can shoot them. So let's get Aaron to finish off this guy. I'm just going to bring him forward to... if I bring him to here, we can do an aim shot. So we'll use 4 AP to fire an aim shot at this guy. I will focus fire his center torso to kill him. That's him out of the fight. We'll just leave you here. And then we're going to go with Echelon. And I want Echelon to move up to here. Still haven't revealed that sniper. But we should be able to take care of this guy. Go to all the lessons I was talking about with evasion. They shooting from the front just quite often does nothing. Alright, I don't want to use Charlie here. We can snipe. There's no way Charlie can get close enough for a melee attack, right? If I use the Thunderclap. No, the closest I can get to is here. We should have some cover. He can't do anything about this guy, so we'll just end his turn facing this way. And then I'll see about... You can move here, which is a great perch. You're in cover. We'll use the super aim shot and 1 in the torso. Okay. So that should mean their sniper no longer has line of sight to fire on us. Whoa, hello. He does have line of sight. 20 damage left arm, that's really bad. I wanted to avoid anything like that happening. So we've got eyes on an enemy here, but they haven't activated. That's because they cannot see us. They don't know that we can see them because we've got cover here. I could try and surprise attack this guy, destroy his arm. But first things first, I want to find and deal with this sniper. Bravo's one of my most heavily armored mechs, so I'm going to bring him to here. I'm pretty sure the sniper's standing here, so I'm going to just make a move into the open, and we reveal the sniper. Okay. Let's see if Echelon can take him out with a nice rifle shot. Some units like snipers don't have good evasion. He doesn't have good evasion. I'm actually going to do an aim shot here. And I'm going to take out... Oh, it's saying... The preview says that if all my shots hit, I will actually destroy them in mech. So we're going to try for that. Quite a lot of them hit his arm. But he no longer has arms. So all he can do is he can charge attack us. I'm going to bring up Aaron. This is a long-range attack for his... Oh, it's actually not letting me do it. I was doing Overwatch then. If he comes down from up there, we'll get a shot on him. Or do I want to face... Yeah, that's fine. You can't do anything. Let's bring you... Is there any... Yeah, this is a good position for you, because you're not going to activate those enemies. And then we'll hold you for the second. You can also Overwatch up here. If he moves, you can get a shotgun shot on him. The question is, do I want to fire a sniper shot on this guy who doesn't know we're here? What I would like to hit is his right arm, which will remove his weapon, basically making him useless. Nice. And that's going to activate this squad. So we've got a guy here with a grabber and a gun, and another guy here as well. But they still don't know where they've been shot from. Maybe it was a mistake to activate them at the end of the turn, I don't know. Do you have enough to get close and whack him? You do. Let's activate the whack attack. Oh, he was actually on all. That all hit armor, which restores between missions. 14 damage with the hammer, which isn't huge. And you need to end your turn facing this way. Okay. Didn't move into any of our Overwatch codes. Activating them early was probably a mistake. I maybe should have held that shot until everyone was in position. So we have enough for a strike back, but we'll do it. The hammer just doesn't perform well enough for me. If it did a stagger or something, I'd like it more. But the only thing it's going for is it only uses 3 AP to attack with, so I'm not a huge fan. Okay, so he didn't do anything, and these guys kind of just stood there. I'm thinking we can move Alpha here and fire through these guys, and that should be pretty good for EVA. So I want to fire just a normal shot, I think, at this guy, and any shots that miss will go down the road, basically. Okay, that's pretty good damage. You're actually getting a counterattack, but that's our nice shield ability. It's good for eating counterattacks. I'm going to move them back here, just in case I can slot somebody else into this position. Can we get Echelon there? Yeah, no, we can't get Echelon there for a shot, but that's no longer a back shot because he's turned around. He's facing Echelon here, so it's a little bit awkward in terms of evasion. What I could do, I kind of want to finish this guy off, but he's not really important right now. These guys are. I could bring, for 5 AP, this guy gets a double shot, which is kind of what I'm looking at right now. If I move you here, I've got enough AP for the double shot. Excellent, no chance to evade. Oops. The shots penetrate. Well, the shots went through and killed the other guy, and his armor ate all of the counterattack, which is great. All right, let's see what Charlie can do in terms of finishing this guy off with his hammer. Big hit to the back. We'll get a second attack here because it's only 3 AP. There goes his gun. So he's down to charge attacks as well. I feel like there is another mech that there is another one that we destroy the gun on somewhere in here right now. I'm going to move him into the trees here just so he's out of the way. Now Bravo's out of AP. I need to give him a direction. We'll just finish him here. And then Delta has a sniper shot. This guy I think we can deal with. Let's get the sniper out of action with her. As with every tactical game, snipers are always amazing. She hasn't actually got enough damage to kill him, so let's actually take this scout out, and then there's one enemy off the board. Getting her up on this hill is just a fantastic position. And then we'll just get her, oops, to face this way. Oh, Echelon still actually has a turn. How did we use them yet? Let's move them here. And we'll get them to fire up on this guy up here, and that should be enough to take him out. Not quite. That's alright. There's the guy I was talking about. So he still has a fist. He did a body slam, which did 8 damage. Again, we want to avoid as much damage as we can. We're definitely going to counterattack with the shotgun. Brutal damage at close range of that shotgun. Alright, let's finish this. There's just these 2 enemies left. I want to get Delta to take out... Oh, she needs to reload. That means she can't fire this turn. I want to get Alpha a level up if I can this playthrough. So let's bring Alpha here. And we'll open up on this guy with our submachine gun. Didn't quite kill him, unfortunately. That hit the shield, even though we didn't get a shield up. We'll just place this way. I also want my shotgun to level up if I can. Let's bring him up here. And we'll just shoot this guy, and that should be a kill. And then I don't really want Charlie to level up. So the choice is Namor, who needs to reload. If I reload, do you have enough for a shot? Yeah, you do. Okay, take the shot. And that's that score down. And he got a little bit of experience for that. So we took a little bit of damage here, more than I really wanted to take, honestly, especially to Echelon. I only know of one place on the map where we can repair our mechs. And I want to save that. Basically, I want to come back to it. We have looted these. So enter the garage at a military outpost to view and change mech loadout. So there's a military checkpoint here where we can repair our ACs as an event. But I want to come back here at the end of us doing all the other missions so we can have full health going into the last mission. So our next location to go to is here. How long have we been recording for? I might just do this mission as well. There are enemies that move around. There we are. Enemies that move on the map, by the way. The coordinates Ben marked on our map was fast approaching with our movement, but all of our senses betrayed us of an expected rendezvous. Awkward writing. Instead of radio chatter, we heard silence. Instead of fresh jungle soul, we smelled blood and smoke. Before we knew it, the dreadful scenery unveiled itself before us. So remember that guy who was an asshole at the start? This is where he told us to rendezvous with him. I think that's all the mechs dying as the map loads in. That noise?
What is this?
That's Avalon. Look, the insignia on the chest plates.
Behringer? Come in, Behringer. Confirm your status. I repeat. Thomas? Come in, Tom! Damn it.
No!
Oh, Alpha just puked.
Come on, rookie. Are you gonna fucking hoe?
Leave him alone, Days.
Ugh, soft-hearted fuck.
Sir, is Sergeant Behringer...
He's just out of range. His Krieger isn't here. Ben, scan the perimeter.
A few villages up ahead, Sarge. They could be in one of them.
Mark them on our map. We're heading out.
Okay, so the sergeant's gone MIA. His squad has been mostly wiped out, and we now have 3 villages that we need to go and investigate to see if we can find him. And that, I think, we'll leave for the next video. I want to play through the whole prologue, but I don't want to do it all at once. I really like this game. I'm probably going to pick it up when it comes out, but let me know what you think so far. We still haven't actually gone into the stage where we can like modify our robots and customize them. I really want to customize this guy's robot. I hate it. But yeah, tell me what you think. I'm really curious about what your thoughts are. And don't worry, there's more of our usual stuff coming soon. As you can hear, I'm so much better and I'm really happy and ready to go. Also, very interesting note, this is November 2nd, 1945. Or 945, I should say. But yeah, also, what do you think of the theming? It's an interesting theme, an interesting location. And I really like the art style. But that's all for me for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you later. Ciao.